protest, so bear with me. But I asked all of them to come up here with me because this is the face of this movement, you know, like Gen Z is all working together using our voices as kids. And I see a whole bunch of people my age and younger than me out here using their voices completely unafraid. And I think that's like the most beautiful thing about being part of this is because like we're not afraid. Like when we see something that isn't right, it doesn't matter where we come from, it doesn't matter what we look like. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And we call it out. And that's something that I feel like a lot of society hasn't been able to do because of fear. And we have the ability to change that, to be uncomfortable, to be honest, you know? And this is just, you know, a lot for me just to see, just because my existence pisses off everyone, you know? Let's just run down the list. Because not only am I black, but I'm female, out and proud bisexual, don't belong to any sort of organized religion, and on top, of course, I had to be vegan, so, you know, everyone just makes fun, like, oh, you eat grass and flowers, you know, anyway.
We're vegans.
But the fact that I can walk around with all these targets on my back and just not care, I think is like the most powerful thing. Because I know that I live in a world that doesn't accept me, but I'm part of a generation that's changing that. Because my mom has always told me my whole entire life, if you were born in a world that you feel like you don't belong to, it's because you were here to make a new one. And that's what we're here to do. But I guess I just wanted to speak on like a few things that like I've experienced in my life, you know, because yes, racism can just be blatant and in your face, but it's not just calling a black person the N-word, it's not labeling a person wearing a hijab a terrorist, it's not being blatant in your face. It also exists within microaggressions, which is what I have dealt with day in and day out of my entire existence. You know, because I had the unique experience of going to Norristown School District until 7th grade and then coming to Colonial from 8th grade until I was a senior. So the difference is real, as you can imagine. Because like even though like going to Norristown is obviously like a lower income area, but like growing up, like you had people from all walks of life. You had the population there is primarily black and Hispanic. So you were always like exposed to different people. So you were just raised on that mindset of like, if someone's different, you know, experience it, learn about it, appreciate their culture. And then I think the most drastic difference was like coming to PW and just the first thing that I got from like the other people that looked like me were warnings, like, be careful, these kids are ignorant, like, and that was new for me because I'm walking in like, oh, okay, new people, new friends to me. But the fact that like, I as a brown person, as a person of color, can go up to an Asian person, an Indian person, a Hispanic person, and have no issue, but I have to be careful whenever I come in contact with a white person because I don't know what they've been exposed to, I don't know if they're cultured, I don't know if they're educated, is a problem. Because I shouldn't have to think twice. You should just be a person that could potentially be my friend, and that's it. All the young people here have probably experienced if you're a person of color. You know? You can rock with pretty much anyone, but then if you have that one white person, you're like, I don't know. So you gotta sort of ease into it and see their level of ignorance, which is sad. And I think that like the ignorance, I think, going from, you know, being with people who look like me to being with people who didn't look like me was just the way they approached things, like just the amount of like ignorance in it, you know? Because like it's not like just them like not knowing. It's like the little stuff when you're.
Can I touch your hair?
Yeah, oh my gosh! Don't even get me started. The amount of white people that have put their fingers in my scalp without permission.
Not okay.
It's like, no, seriously, they should give you a warning when you're born with curly hair that you're going to be a petting zoo. I should have charged money for it. Like, it's ridiculous. How many times, like, my hair's been touched, or like, when we're learning about slavery in class and you're like the only black kid in there and they all look at you like, are you okay? Are you upset? This must be a lot for you.
Okay.
Right. Or just like all the times when you would be watching movies in class and the teacher turns the lights off, where'd all the black kids go? Like that's so apparently racist. And they have no clue. Yes, all the time. It's a problem. No, like a lot of it's just a running story.
Middle school is
And it's
terrible. Middle school is just so unfiltered.
And then you just get to a point as a black person where you're like, oh well, you know, they don't know any better. But then watching all this happen, they should know better. That should not be okay. We shouldn't, as people of color, have to exist for the purpose of making white people comfortable.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty much just what I had to say, but like, I just want to let all of you guys know that like, right now, it's not just about like these protests, it's not just about donating, it's not just about, you know, having these uncomfortable conversations, but it's just about feeling it. It's about acknowledging those emotions, that anger, the pain, all of it. Feeling it and healing it. That's what this is. This is healing for so many people that have gone their lives not being heard, not being acknowledged for who they are and what they are. So just the fact that people are listening and educating themselves is causing so much healing within the black community and all communities that are people of color in general. Because we're able to be open and honest. Like, I don't like when you touch my hair, or I don't like when you fetishize my skin color.
Mm-hmm. That one right there.
Like, I mean, it's an everyday occurrence. Like, if another white boy hits me in my DMs with Miss Melanin, I'm gonna lose my mind. Miss Melanin, chocolate drop, whatever. It's just weird. But I'm just glad everyone's here and everyone's waking up and seeing the world for exactly what it is, because racism isn't anything new. Only difference is that now we can report it and prove all the BS that's been happening.